divided as a country.
Well, certainly embracing the cynicism. Let's get to our very favorite part of the show, Disgrace of the Week. As always, Ms. Calhoun, please start us off.
The current mess at Parks and Wildlife, where Director Dan Prenslow was lauding a woman who had put on a big program, 600 people there from his department, who was black, and he said, oh, there she is in the back of the bus. Words matter. Be careful. He is now on leave while there's an investigation.
David.
The Department of Homeland Security is creating this new Ministry of Misinformation, so the federal government can stop people from having wrong think about ideas. And the person that President Biden has nominated to head this, Nina Jankowicz, is an expert spreader of misinformation, like the flat-out lie that the Hunter Biden laptop was some kind of fake thing. The problem with government control of misinformation, so-called, is the government is the creator itself of so much misinformation.
Eric.
Patty referenced during the show that Colorado leads the nation in car theft. That is an unfortunate statistic. I can attest to it. I wrote recently about my own experience coming off a minor accident, supply chain issues, uninsured motorist issues, and then ultimately the car being stolen. My disgrace goes to the city of Aurora. Their police department, I think, is doing fine work trying to break up this ring. But to retrieve your car from the impound lot after it's been stolen requires that you pay a $160 tow charge. I'm fortunate I can afford that $160, but if you don't have the money to pay the tow charge, then it accumulates an additional charge of $30 a day for storage, and after a month you've racked up several $1,000s and they just keep your car.
Ed.
It is a very populist idea to go after forgiving student loan debt, and President Biden is doubling down on this week. However, I worry that as he does that, we devalue higher education by telling people you do not need to pay for what you get out of that. And at a time when we need more trained students doing high-tech jobs than at any time in our history to keep up with the world, we can't devalue higher education.
Time to say something nice about somebody rather quickly. Patty.
The judge who determined that Dave Williams could not use his very popular Let's Go Brandon nickname that he got in the cradle.
David.
The two Coloradans who are now serving on the International Space Station, Jessica Watkins and Kjell Lindgren.
Eric.
Colorado Public Relations pro and all-around good human Brad Bauman, who has spent the last several weeks in Krakow, Poland on his own dime working with Ukrainian refugees.
Ed.
Jason Hansen of History Colorado organized a project last year called Hindsight 2020, where 20 of us were asked to look back in 100 years and talk about what 2020 meant. We just finished up a series of talks up at Chautauqua about what this meant. We need more people and more ideas like this to promote conversation and good thinking. Thank you, Jason, for doing this.
And I would like to end with say something nice about my dear friend who's joined us for this episode, Ed Sealover. As you know from last week, and we talked about it, I'm in my last few shows, so you'll be hearing a little bit of this at the end of the shows coming up. But I was looking for a great panelist in 2008, and as usual, called Lynn Bartle. She's been my go-to for years. She said, I'm busy, can't do it. Call Ed Sealover. I was like, who's Ed Sealover? Just call Ed Sealover. I did, and one of many, many great pieces of advice that Lynn's given me over the years. Ed joined us in 2008 in the midst of one of the greatest election seasons we've had, did a fantastic job, and we've been able to reap the benefit of your award-winning reporting and just being a great friend of the station and of mine for so many years. So, Ed, thank you for being a part of this for so long, and thank you for joining us on one of these last shows. It means the world to me.
It's my honor.
That is all the time we have for this episode of Colorado Inside Out. For everybody here at PBS 12, I'm Dominic Dezzutti. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.